So if you always want to make a home decor stand that you can keep your pen and pencils in it that you don't know how, let me show you today. This is a beautiful love-shaped beaded stand that you can throw in your accessories, or even you can use it for pencil or pen holder. And this video is also for beginners too. Let's get started. Hello and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to use these beautiful colors over here. This is pink in 10mm, and I'm going to use white also in 10mm. These are the two bead colors that I'm going to use today to make this home decor. These two colors are baby pink and opaque white. You can use sugar bead too. Sugar bead is perfect for this project. Now let's get started. The size of the monofilament is 50 pounds, or fishing line 50 pounds. This is my cutter I'll be using today. And now I'm going to start with 4 beads. So I pick 2 pink and 2 white. Okay, this is how I'm going to pick to start with. So I'm going to use the white for the outer layer and the pink for the design color. Okay, so feel free to choose your own choice of colors that you want. Okay, so now I string 4 beads on the line, and I'm going to hold the pink one, this one over here, and I'm going to cross my right line into it and pull it down like this. Okay, and this is what we have now on my right and the left line, my right, left. Okay, so now to my left I add white bead and the right pink bead. So I'm going to cross into the third pink bead, this one, and pull down. Add the white to the left, pink to the right, like this. Now cross into the pink, crisscross into this pink one and pull it down. Hold, pull, like this. Again, to both ends of my line, I'm adding white to the left and pink to the right, and I'm going to cross into the pink, this one, and cross. Like this. This is what we have, and I'm going to cross into the pink one and pull down. Crisscross like this, hold, and pull it down. Now again, I'm going to repeat the same process. Add white to the left, pink to the right, like this. Now I'm going to cross into this pink again and pull down. Cross both ends of the line into it, hold, and pull it down. Again, I'm going to repeat the same. White to the left and right, I add pink, then I'm going to cross again into the pink like this, hold, and pull down. Okay, now we have come to the end of the first set. If you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is 5 that we made, and now again we are going to continue. I'm going to turn this way, so I'm going to add these 3 beads on my line. All these 3 I'm going to add to my line. That will be my left line. I'm adding 2 whites first and the pink bead, like this. And I'm going to hold the pink and cross my right line into it and pull. And now we have something like this. Okay, now my line is in this bead. The bead over here, that is where my line is. I'm going to flip it over to my side. Now my left line, this line, okay, I'm starting with 3 beads. 1 white and 2 pink. Cross into the pink bead, hold, and pull. Okay, now my right line into the next bead. Pull through the next bead and add 2 pink to the left line, like this. Cross and pull down. Again, my right line into the next bead, right line into the next bead. Pull through the next bead. Add 2 beads to the left line, cross, and pull. Now my right into the next bead. Pull through the next bead. Add 2 beads to the left line. Okay, cross the right line into the pink bead, the last one, and pull. My right line again into the next bead. My right into the next bead. Pull through the next bead. Add 2 beads to the left line, cross, and pull down. Okay, Now my line, I'm going to pull through the last bead at the end over here, and I'm adding 2 beads again to my left line like this. Cross the right line and pull, and this is what we have. Now my left line, this one, okay, I'm adding 2 white, okay, add 2 white and 1 pink like this. Now cross the left line into the pink bead and pull down, and we have something like this. Flip it over to my side, okay, so it'll be easy for me. Now my left line, this line, I'm adding 1 white and 2 pink like this. I'm going to cross into the pink and pull. Again, my right line into the next bead, pull through the next bead. I add 2 beads to my left line, cross and pull down. Okay, my right into the next bead, go through the next bead. We are going to continue with all pink, okay? So I add 2 pink to my left line, I cross and pull down into the next bead, 2 bead to the left line, cross and pull into the next bead again. I add 2 bead to my left line, cross and pull down. I'm going to pull through the next 2 pink bead to my left line, cross and pull. Now I'm going to pull through the last bead at the end over here, okay? And now the same line, I add 2 beads to it, 1 white and 1 pink, cross into the pink and pull, and we have something like this. Now my line is on the side again. We can start another row, okay? Now my left line, this line, that's my left line. I'm adding 3 beads, 1 white and 2 pink, cross into the pink and pull. I'm going to pull my right into the next bead, pull through the next bead, add 2 beads to the left line, cross and pull. Now my right line again into the next bead. Alright, I add 2 beads to my left line, cross and pull down into the next bead, 2 beads to the left line, cross and pull down. So now over here I'm going to add white to the pink, okay, 1 2 3 4. So continuing, I'm going to add white to the pink into the next bead. Now white and pink bead, okay, like this, cross and pull into the next bead. I add 1 white and 1 pink, cross into the pink and pull. Now I'm going to pull through the last bead at the end, and on the same line, my right line, I'm adding 2 white beads, cross with the left line and pull, okay, like this. Now we have come to the end of this part. I'm going to just tie over here and weave the rest of my line into the bead and make sure it's secured enough, then we continue. All right, so I stop here. I'm going to weave into my bead, weave through the line, weave a little bit through the bead, secure the line and then trim it off. Then we move on to the next step. All right, so now let's continue. This is the fresh line that I cut. We are going to ignore these 3 white and start in the pink bead, okay? So I'm pulling my line through this pink bead over here. Ignore the white and go through the pink like this. My line is in this pink bead, okay? Now I'm going to start with 3 beads, 1 white and 2 pink. Cross into the pink and pull. All right, I'm going to pull my right line again into the next bead, right into the next bead. Put the right line through the next bead. Add 2 beads to the left line, that's 2 pink. I add to the left line, cross and pull. Now my right again into the next bead. Pull through the next bead. add 2 beads to the left line, that's a pink bead, cross and pull down. Now a right line again into the next bead. On the same line, I add 1 white and 1 pink bead, cross into the pink and pull. Okay, I'm going to flip it over to my side, okay, like this. Now my left line, this is how it looks like. My left line, I'm adding 2 white and 1 pink, like this. I'm going to cross into the pink and pull. My right line again into the next bead. Pull through the next bead. I'm adding 2 pink to my left line, like this. I'm crossing with my right line and pull. Okay, into the next bead, into the next bead. I'm pulling my right line into the next bead. On my left, I add 2 pink to my left line, cross and pull down into the next bead. Alright, so the same line, I'm adding 1 white and 1 pink, cross into the pink bead and pull. And this is how the design is looking like. Flip it over to my side. On my left line, I add 2 white and 1 pink. You cross and pull down into the next bead. My right line into the next bead. Alright, go through the next bead. And on my left line, I'm adding 1 white and 1 pink. I cross into the pink bead and pull. So now my right line again into the next bead, which is the last bead over here. And guess what color we'll be adding? Alright, when you look at it, which color will be here? That will be white. Okay, we are going to use white round this shape. So I'm adding 2 white to complete our shape. 2 white, cross and pull. So now we have completed our shape. This is what we are going for. Look at how beautiful and pretty it looks like. Okay, this is how pretty it looks like. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to tie over here, tie a knot over here, and then whip the rest of the line into the bead and make sure it's secured enough before I trim it off. And this is how it's looking like. Very, very beautiful. I'm going to weave my line a little bit back into the bead, alright? And make sure I secure it before I trim it off. This is the shape. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's continue. These 2 beads behind and start in this one, okay? And start in the 3rd one. So I'm pulling my line through this corner bead over here, and I'm starting with 3 beads. Alright, let me hold it this way so you can see clearly. Now my right line into the next bead. Pull through the next bead. And I'm adding 2 beads to my left line. I'm going to cross my right line into it and pull. Again into the next bead. My right line into the next bead. Alright. I add 2 beads to my left line. Cross and pull down into the next bead. Okay. I add 2 beads to the left line. I cross and pull into the next bead again. 2 beads to the left line, cross and pull. So with this step, this is what we are going to repeat around the shape until we complete it, okay? Now my right line again into the next bead. Go through the next bead. Add 2 beads to the left line, cross and pull down. This is what it's looking like. Very beautiful. Continue round until you complete. And this is how it looks like if you complete it, okay? Now I want to add 1 more layer to it. I'm going to add 1 more row to it. So I'm starting with 3 beads. Cross and pull down. I'm going to pull through the next bead. Add 2 beads to the left line. Cross and pull into the next. The same way we did the first row, we are going to continue with the second row round until we complete it, okay? You can stop with the first row too if you like. And now we are done with the second row, and this is what it's looking like. Very, very beautiful, like this, okay? And now with this, we have to make a second one of this. We are going to make a second one of this, the same size, the same way that we made. And this is the second one that I made. I'm going to put it together so we can join both pieces together. All right, now I'm going to pull it together like this, and let me show you how we can join. I'm going to use pink bead to join them. All right, I'm pulling my line through the edge bead over here. I'm adding one bead to my line. I'm going to go through this one, the same bead on the other piece. All right, like this. And I'm going to take one bead, cross both ends of my line into it, and pull. Again, I'm going to pull into the next bead, my right line into the next bead, and I'm going to hold my left line into the next bead. Then I'm going to take one bead, cross both ends of my line into it, hold, and pull. Okay, again, my right into the next bead, my left line into the next bead. Then I'm taking one bead, cross both ends of my line, and pull into the next, left into the next bead, and I take one bead, cross both ends of my line into it, and pull. And this is what we'll be repeating on this stage round until we complete. Okay, go round, and this is what it looks like. Very, very beautiful. The shape is bold and beautiful. This is big and nice. So now we are going to do the base, okay, the stand for it. I'm going to pull my line through, and this is what it's looking like. Very, very beautiful shape. And now you can keep your accessories, whatever you want to use it for, you can use it. All right, I'm going to use this middle bead to make the stand. I'm pulling through this bead, and I'm starting with 3 bead, cross and pull down. Now I'm going to go through the next bead. I add 2 bead to my left line, cross and pull into the next, 2 bead to the left line, into the next bead, 2 bead to the left line, cross and pull into the next, 2 bead to the right line, cross and pull down. So now I'm going to continue with my second row. Okay, I'm going to start with 3 bead, cross and pull. Now I'm going to pull again into the next bead. I add 2 bead to my left line, cross and pull down into the next. All right, 2 bead to the left line, cross and pull. Pull through the next bead, 2 bead to the left line, cross and pull down into the next bead, 2 bead to the left line, cross and pull. Now I'm going to work my way into the middle bead again. All right, work my way into this bead, into the middle bead. All right, I'm going to go down 1 bead like this. Then I cross into this bead over here, cross into the middle bead, pull and pull tight. Okay, make sure you are pulling your line tight so your stand can be firm. If it's not tight, it's not going to be firm for you. Now into the next bead again, I add 2 bead to my line, cross and pull into the next bead. All right, pull through the next bead, the middle bead over there. I add 2 beads to my left line, cross and pull down into the next, 2 beads to the left line, cross and pull into the last bead over here. Okay, 2 beads to the left line, cross and pull. Now this is what it's looking like. I'm going to go round again and make sure I secure my line, and I'm starting with 3 beads over here to start again, and I'm just going to continue round until I complete. Okay, so into the next I add 2 beads, 3 beads to the line, cross and pull down into the next bead. I add 2 beads to my line, cross and pull. I'm going to go round this shape, pull my line tight and complete. Okay, and this is what it looks like. Very, very beautiful. You can put it down on your table and put whatever you want to put in it, your accessories, your pen or pencil. Use it however you want to use it. I thank you for watching. Thank you for your time, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, turn on your notifications for new videos that I'll be uploading so you don't miss on it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.